Good morning everyone. Welcome into the channel. It's Karen Lavender Clothesline. As you can probably tell, we're sitting in Goodwill parking lot. It is a gorgeous day. It is Friday, sliding into the weekend. Today we're going to do some thrifting together. I think pretty much that's what this video is going to be, a nice long thrifting video. So grab yourself something to drink. Let's get inside. All right, so I know this is going to be a very weird way to start the video. Look what happened when you weren't looking. I just started and this just happened very quickly. So besides the Clorox wipes, which are for my house, we're buying all of this for resale. And I will show you everything, but right now we're going to look at the shelves together. I did have to grab these, a few new carts came out. And I do want your advice about the oil lamps. I don't know much about these lamps, so I'm going to be showing those to you a little bit close up, so you guys can give me your opinion. But for now, we're going to look at all the knickknacks. The store is packed. The shelves are packed. So hopefully we will find good treasure together. Oh, I kind of like these. 4x6. Moon and Stars. He's making this. Just made in China, but it's got good weight. And for $3, this would be adorable with Halloween pictures. Like the kids dressed up. We're going to put those in the cart. So I'm going to grab that one. I am trying to make sure that none of the jewels or gems or pearls are missing. How cute are those? $2.99. Very much like them. Metal frames. I'm going to put that in the cart. It's a little sparkly bird with a lute, mandolin, a bouzouki. I don't know. I'm going to say all the words in all the languages. That means a musical instrument. Wow, there is a lot of stuff. Who is she? I don't think she's a candle holder. Maybe she is, like a little votive on her head. That would almost be cute. Look at this swan. I've never seen a swan twisting his neck that way. What is that even about? He's definitely vintage. $3.99. He's a Christmas swan. Yeah, I don't like the way the holly is painted. That's not good. You have little candle holders with the candles. There's Mr. and Mrs. in a bag. Speaking of Mr. and Mrs., my Mr. is not with me today. He is home, chained to his desk listing. He has been buying quite a bit of inventory, so he decided to buckle up into his office chair and get it done. Jumbo playing cards. Wow, I don't want to miss a thing. What is this? Oh, somebody made this. Oh, is this Chewbacca? That looks like a Chewbacca mug that somebody made. Interesting. I think that does say Star Wars. It's not very well made, but it's very heavy. By the time you put liquid in it, you wouldn't be able to even lift it to your lips. Who is this back here? We've got a bridal couple. Looks like a wedding topper. Looks to be older. But the box is newer. So I think it's a vintage look wedding topper. That is my best guess. All right, vases. Oh, we have a brass Christmas tree. Hook. I guess you hang your coat on it. All right, why do I like that? How much do they want for this little tree hook? $2.99. See, but I wouldn't be able to sell that for more than $7, so that's not good business sense. What are these? Oh, they're plastic. Totally tricked me. I thought they were brass. So I guess they're meant to be held like that when you hold your candle. If they were brass, I would have gotten them. Oh, there's a very big giraffe on the top shelf. All right, where did this come from? Kohl's. Originally $30, but we know Kohl's has coupons and sales. So I imagine he probably sold for somewhere between $12 and $15. He is very cute. What else? We have a screaming baby in the background. This is a vintage lamp or light shade, a ceiling light shade, right? Oh, that's very interesting. Look at that, they're offset. I think people started making terrariums in these, like a planter. So I'm not quite sure how they filled the hole, but they put them this way and they planted like succulents in them. That is very nice. I wonder if this is worth anything. Yeah, I would rather have these glass panels be all the same size. I'm not a big fan of the dental the dental look, like dental molding. Glass is pretty though. It's got a bevel to it. All right, $2.99. I might look that up, so we're going to put that in the cart. It's in great shape. We're going to come back down the other side. We're being all organized today. This is a candle holder. It looks like mercury glass. Kind of pretty, $2.99. It'd be quite the job digging all of that wax out of there. I'm going to wait on that. I think somebody's baby needs a little nap. It's time to go home, little baby. All right, this is to hang bananas, right? How did I live 64 years and I've never had one of those and I eat bananas all the time? I just put them on my counter in a wooden bowl. There's our bell. I always tell you guys, I don't really sell a lot of bells. I think I've sold maybe Fenton glass bell and a few crystal ones. Oh, this is a beautiful ashtray. Not that I'm condoning smoking, but boy, is that a pretty one. Unfortunately, it's quite damaged. I don't see a signature. I thought I was going to see a signature on this. The crystal is just stunning. Darn. That is beautiful. I'm going to put that back gently. A carousel elephant. These are projects somebody made and painted. They did a pretty good job. I think Roger recently got carousel horses, and they're quite good. So if I can find them in his storage unit, I will let you know, and I will show those to you. This is for an aquarium, right? Little sea turtles, swimming turtles. Okay, who's making this? Just a glass insert. I don't think it's Pyrex or, yeah, kind of nice. The glass feels a little bit cheap. Oh, it does have a name. Oh, it is Pyrex. Look at that. Surprise, surprise. There's a little bit of scratching and the basket has a few breaks. Okay, so a new cart came out, some interesting things, and then I saw this. Believe this is the Amethyst Pyrex in 323 through 325. There's 3 of them here for $4. Here it is on the bottom, made in USA. Do we want 3 Amethyst Pyrex vintage mixing bowls? Yeah, I think we do. We definitely do. I will try to show you comps. This is a good find. I hardly ever, I think in my whole reselling career, I've seen these maybe twice, 3 times, maybe. But yeah, that's probably going to be the find of the day. All right, like I said, at some point I will dismantle all of this and show you what kind of things we're picking up. And I still have to run a comp on this glass shade, ceiling shade. Other than that, we're going to keep going. Let's go down one of the other aisles. We got interrupted by the new cart coming out. So the carts are either these red push carts, and everybody gathers around them. It's just what happens here. And the big carts. These big giant baker's rack carts. Let's go see what aisle we want to look down. Okay, holiday, tchotchke, all the things, and the aisle is crowded, so we're going to have to work our way down. Who is this? Opal House. You know, I have a tendency to like stuff like this. I would love to think, oh, this is separate? Did they come together? That fits really nicely. I think that's very cute. Okay, I don't want it, but that's adorable. $2.99. Do I want that for the booth? You know, that's kind of cute for the booth. This was on clearance. I'll peel the clearance stickers off. I think I'm gonna pick this up for the booth. That is adorable. All right, let's poke that guy right there. All right, let's go down this aisle. That's a greenery. Somebody actually made this, I think. I don't think this was originally a circle. Oh, it was, because the ring is original there. I do like that pot. Looks very antiquated. All right, this guy is older. Kind of cute. 1974. I wish he was painted in the 60s. All right, how much is this? Did I just look at the price? Probably looking right at it. All right, am I being silly about this? Where is the price sticker? There is no price sticker. All right, I guess that means we're supposed to leave him behind. Kind of cute. That would have been a booth item. Here's a turkey. Give thanks. Is that turkey fishing? What is happening here? All right, lots of tins on the bottom. I don't really do that well with old tins. If it's like a tin bucket or a tin sign, I do better. But just like a tin like that you would present cookies in, I really don't pick up a lot of those. I have in the past, but I never really did exceptionally well with them. This little hand-painted wood sled, Santa on it, 1988. Merry Christmas, all. Oh, Merry Christmas, 1988, Al, Kathy, Zach, and Jake. That took a lot of time to paint there. So unless you have those exact people's names in your family, I don't think that's going to work. Sleigh ride, 75 cents. Okay, this is all handmade. That is adorable. A dog with bells. Oh, it's not handmade. Look at that. Distributed by Target. Surprise. I was ready to pick that up if it was locally made, but it's a Target, so we're going to leave him. All right, who's this little babe with her tartan plaid skirt on? Oh, she looks like she's having a hard day. There's a little black tree. Are these lights? Yeah, that probably lit up originally. Yep, there's the battery case, the battery compartment. That was probably cute when it was new. Now, not so much. Okay, so we are back to the regular shelves now. I'm sorry if this is a little chaotic. A little chaotic. Oh, another scrubby sponge holder. Now I feel like I'm supposed to collect these. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, in my last video, guys, I think it was my last video, I lose track, where I was at Roots Flea Market, I found a little frog. Roger had pointed it out, ceramic frog, and he thought it was a planter for the garden because he knows I do love frogs. And it was a scrubby holder, and you know, that one's staying in my mind. So if I go back to Roots, I might pick that up to put by my sink. I really don't have a lot of chocolate around my house, but once in a while I pick stuff up. What is this? This is a little box that was made in the Bahamas. It almost looks like tramp art. Now, before anybody gets offended, tramp art's a name of a whole group of items that were put together with scraps. And I think back in the day, people that were a little bit down on their luck learned the art of making things out of either matchsticks or little scraps of wood. And this kind of looks like that. So I'm guessing this is a cigarette holder or a deck of card holder. That's probably what it is. We're going to go with a deck of cards. But it has Bahamas on it. If it didn't say Bahamas, I would actually pick that up. And that one was probably made for the souvenir trade, so. We have a bottle back here. It says Korea on it. That is interesting. People on swings. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, I think this might be a lipstick holder for vanity. perfumery craft. Oh, maybe it had perfume bottles in it back in the day. All right, I have seen this 1,000 times before. This is Avon. Yes, it is. And I don't think those bring very much. Poor Avon. All right, what else is going on? I did hear that Tupperware has gone out of business. They have claimed bankruptcy. So I don't know what that's going to do to the vintage Tupperware market. Will items be worth any more than they are now? I don't know. This is Eddie Bauer. It is a watch case. That's what that is. Lots of bears. I never pick up bears, ever, ever. Okay, let's try to sneak by this other shopper. See what else is going on these shelves. Do we see anything? Do we see any valuable vases? It's a soap dish. This is quite pretty. $3.99. Waverly. Do I want this for $3.99? You know what? I think I almost do. That is quite pretty. And have you guys priced like soap pumps or soap dishes or toothbrush holders when they are like a brand name like this, like Waverly? Now, if you go to Home Goods, you can probably get a set for, I don't know, maybe $8 a piece. But some of these that have these patterns and have a brand name are quite expensive. I think I'm going to grab this one. I do like this one. We're going to tuck this in with our boots. All right, we have some ceramic banks here. Oh, those are adorable. I don't know who's making these. Maybe just a dollar store. Those are really, really cute. Oh, is this the wooden thing that I didn't know what it was last time? And you guys were great to tell me that magazines or newspapers get stacked in this. I don't know that I ever knew that. I mean, it could have been in my brain, but lately things are just falling out of my head. The more stuff you put in your head, the more falls out the other side. All right, this is adorable. That is really cute. Look at the snowman with the little twirly hats, twirly ribbon hats. Oh, that's cute. How much do they want for this? Kind of like this. Oh, $7. Ouch. Do we want that for $7? I think I'm going to have to wait on that, especially because this guy has lost his carrot. Where's your carrot, Mr. Snowman? All right, we have Easter and Christmas all happening at the same time. This says Vincent Van Gogh Museum. Oh, these were sold in a museum. Khartouma. Okay, those are almost nice. What size are these? I don't know if they're well made, and it's signed Vincent, so I guess it's Vincent Van Gogh's sunflower picture. That is very cool. $15. That's a little pricey, and I don't see a size. Oh, it must be on the side. 8.5. I could do an 8.5. Do I want Vincent Van Gogh sneakers? I think if they were under 10, I would try them on, but I'm gonna wait on those. All right, greenery seems to be in low supply. People buying a lot of greenery this time of year for decorating wreaths and all the good things. All right, we see baskets. Let's see if we can find any baskets that seem noteworthy. What is this one up here? That one looks to be made out of grapevine. It's kind of nice. It says made in China. That could have fell in there. I don't know that that basket was made in China. Could be. Could be, could be. All right, any interesting baskets, call it out, and I will hear you. Wouldn't that be great? All right, this is cheaply made, but I do love a patriotic basket. Yeah, very cheaply made. What is this? It's a stocking. That's very odd. All right, we are down the dishes aisle and glassware and all things. Oh, Nantucket. Hope. That's cute. I would like a little creme brulee in that, please. Very into creme brulee. remember the first time I had it. Have you guys had creme brulee? Oh, it was so good. I was in some restaurant and I ordered it and I didn't know what it was, and the waitress told me it was like a custard, and I was like, okay, I'll try that. Well, I live for creme brulee with the sugar crackle crust on top. Oh, all about that. Boy, did I go down a rabbit hole there, or what? All right, this is from France, Haviland. You know, it's a shame that more people are not serving in dishes like these, because I see so many beautiful dishes, Haviland, you know, Limoges, all the things, and yeah, very hard to sell a lot of times. Now the chicken with the zebra stripe pattern would probably do better, even though it's made in China. That's kind of cute. I see a little reticulated dish here with roses on it. Oh, Goodwill lotted things together. And I'm more interested in that middle plate. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of work peeling this tape off. They really have this taped. All right, I'm going to wait on that. Oh, I see something pretty back here. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm guessing Noritake for that. Isn't that pretty? Unfortunately, the plate has a lot of paint loss. Looks like it might have been put in a dishwasher. I think this is a cheese dome or a butter dome. One of those. And what does that say? Noritake, China, Japan. Gold Linda. Who is Linda? And why is her name Gold Linda? That is beautiful. If the plate was in better condition, I would pick this up because that is just stunning. Look how pretty that is. Martha Stewart's gold pear. It's a candle. There's an old piece of china. How did I start looking at old china? Chipped and cracked, very pretty. The French Saxon China Company, 22 karat gold. Beautiful. Share with joy. Nobody's making it. All right, I think that finishes that rack. Let's move on to the next one. Am I seeing anything? Oh, this is like a cloche, right? This is a garden cloche. Oh, I kind of like that. Because, you know, why not buy all the big glass items? Wow, that's pretty. Do people even want cloches anymore? Oh, you know what would be really pretty? To create a snow scene with little miniature Santas under there. All right, I'm gonna bring this down. Let's take a look at this. It's definitely hand blown. Not the neatest finish on it. Is that a crack? Oh, might be a little crack or an imperfection. I do like this. Tell you what, I am my own worst enemy sometimes. Yeah, it looks like it might have been blown. I'm gonna say Mexico, like recycled glass. It's got a blue coloring to it. Can you guys see that? This would be lovely in the garden. I think I'm gonna wait on it though. $3.99. You guys are probably all yelling at me, telling me to get it. That is really pretty. Okay, we have this plate, Tanala plate by somebody. I should know that name and I don't. Cancun. If it didn't have the Cancun, I would pick it up. I don't like when items have the destination place, souvenir name. Very hard to sell, very hard. No, a sweet little dog. Oh, I like this blue plate. Oh, is that a poppy? Blue poppy. Oh, that's lovely. Who's making that? I don't know, because somebody put a Made in England Flatirons District sticker on it. Adhesive plate hanger. Yeah, that is lovely. I don't know too many people hanging plates on their walls. I mean, they could be. They probably are. We have a painted rooster sun catcher. I don't even know if that's painted. I think it's like a decoupage. $3.99. This is a pot under tray. Kind of pretty. Before we look at all of this goodness, I think I'm going to grab a second cart and I'm going to show you what's in the cart, the few items, well, more than a few, that I had to not film in front of you because the stuff came out on the new carts. When the new carts come out, often there are a lot of people around them, so it makes it impossible for me to film while everybody is grabbing stuff. So I did put a few things in the cart and I want to show you those things and then we're going to keep shopping. Let me grab another cart and we'll do that first. So we're just going to hide in a corner and get this done. I did get an empty cart so we can look at everything together and move this stuff into that cart. That way you guys know fully what I'm picking up. And when I came over here to get out of everybody's way, because I'm going to do a little haul right here, I noticed this pillow. Look at this. This is beautiful. Now, I always tell you guys, I very rarely pick up used pillows. This one's $2.99. But here's the thing. When it's a zipper and I can unzip it and take that used pillow out and then deal with the cleaning of this, if it's an exceptional pillow cover, I will do that. I think this is just lovely. It's kind of like a velvet corduroy, but I think the pattern is spectacular. Picture that on a leather chair. I'm all about it. All right, so it is branded. Let's take a look at the tag. This is Cotton House Bahamas. I don't know who Cotton House Bahamas is. And it is dry cleaning. So I do have the dry cleaning method you can do at home, Dryel, and I will put the pillowcase in the dryer and do the Dryel cleaning thing, and I will also steam it. So what are we paying for this? Let's take a look at this pillow. $2.99, and I won't even bring this pillow into the house. I just put it right in the outside garbage can. So that is this item. Lovely. I really like that pattern. All right, we got a dinosaur tail hanging right in the way. That is a very big dinosaur. Can we get him up there? There we go. All right, so the purple Pyrex bowls, I believe these are called the amethyst. You guys saw, I found these on a new cart. $3.99. They're in beautiful condition. That we saw together. One of the other shoppers that I'm friends with gave me these pair of boots, and these are in great condition. Beautiful leather. There is the marking on the back. The soles are vibrant. I'm pretty sure when we Google image them that these are Timberland. They're older Timberland. $10. But look at the quality of this. This is stunning. Now, one thing you really have to be careful with is when boots have this shoelace rivet, you have to make sure they're all there, because if they're missing one, that is really a deal breaker. I don't see any hardware missing off of it, so we're definitely going to take those. All right, I already told you that I got the Clorox wipes for me. I've been wanting Clorox wipes and I keep forgetting to buy them. I did open it and check it. They're nice and wet, so that is a great thing. All right, I grabbed this napkin holder. I guess it could be a letter holder. It was $1 at a yard sale and now it's $3 here, but I like the aesthetic of this. I don't know what time period this was made. I would imagine this was probably made in like Korea or Thailand. Just guessing at that. Kind of looks like, I don't know, like arts and crafts maybe? Maybe? Art Nouveau? One of those. We're definitely taking that. Okay, I picked this up just a little while ago on the shelf. Sorry I didn't catch this either. Well, you guys are really putting up with me lately. It is a salt and pepper little caddy. Here's the salt. Look how cute that is. And the pepper. And then it's in a handled basket and we have the sugar and creamer, and they all have the tree design. How sweet is that? Nothing like a salt and pepper caddy for like cabin core. And it's made in Taiwan. 1980s, 1990s. Now the glaze does have a crackle in it. I don't know if the crackle's intended. I'm gonna say probably, well, maybe it's fairly even. Maybe not, but I still think this will do well. Very sweet. Yeah, definitely getting that for $4. And tuck that in there. All right, you guys saw that I picked this up, so this can go right into this basket. All right, what should we talk about next? I still have to look this up. I didn't do that yet. So we're gonna do that right after I do this cart haul. Just gonna put it in there. This is a very odd video, isn't it? You guys put up with me. You love me anyway. All right, a Halloween picture. I don't think somebody made this. It looks too well done. It could be a scrap craft. You know, people do scrapbooking or scrap art. $4. Somebody could have made this. I think this is fantastic. I think I'm gonna put this in the booth. Yeah, I really like that. It's very odd. Seems like men are running with pumpkins on their heads. You gotta love that. They took a picture of the light shade, and there are some, but I'm not really finding the value of it. Just different people's crafts. But I think I'm gonna take a chance and pick that up. I think it's really nicely made. Here's one here on Craigslist. See that there? But it's not really giving me the price. All right, let's go back. I'm just in images. I'll probably look it up on eBay, but I'm pretty sure that I can sell it. Like I said, it's in really nice condition. And what are we paying for it? Yeah, $2.99. That's a definite yes. You saw the picture frames. Found these together, $3 each, and I think they're great for Halloween pictures. So here is the main conundrum for me. I know zero about these lamps. Kerosene, oil, whatever. There are two of them. Shades are a little bit different, but they do seem to be a matching pair. What am I paying for these? I am paying $5. What do I look for? For all my people out there that know these type of lamps, what do I look for? Is it certain brands? Is it the way that the glass has a design? How do I tell age? All of the things. Now I will try to study up on this, but truth be told, I probably won't get to it anytime soon. So there is one. Here is the matching one. $4.99. I figured I'll put these in the booth together. Like I said, I wish they had matching shades. They're both just slightly different. I don't know that that's a deal breaker. So for $10 for the two, I am going to get those. I saw this little kitty sitting on a new cart, $1.99. I'm pretty sure this might be Jim Shore. So I'll just stick him in the booth probably for like $6 on him. Once in a while, I do pick up things that will sell through at a very small price just to have little spaces filled in. Only in the booth though. I try not to do that on eBay. Here's a piece of glass. I think the color is all the way through. I don't think it's flash painted. $1.99. I'm gonna Google image this. I don't think I'm getting it, but I will let you know if I get this one. So you saw me find the Waverly soap dish. We're gonna get that. A bag of Thomas the Train toys mixed with other little wooden trains with magnetic wheels. So I guess they all kind of join together. They have a magnetic stopper on each end. So that is for Roger. Like I said, he is home working. Little Halloween mug. Oh, hold the phone. Another cart coming out. Just know that I am trying my very best. Literally, I am really overwhelmed. Tons of new stuff coming out. A lot of people in the store. I'm trying to avoid showing children. All of this just came out. All of Ninja Turtles, but they all need a bath. I can't even. I think the Ninja Turtles I'm going to give to somebody else. Now you might be saying, no, don't do it. They could be worth money. They could be, but I can only handle so much at a time. Let's not forget our tiki, I guess they're shot glasses. This is what they look like. I don't know. I'm just like overwhelmed today, which is rare for me. I did find this on a shelf and I forgot to show it to you. It's like a vintage hanging ornament with some very questionable witches. I don't know what's going on here, but I thought this hanging on the Halloween tree in the booth is a thing. Oh, I got scared. I thought another cart was coming out. The carts have been coming out like wild today. And yeah, I can't keep up. This plate is pretty. $2.99, no marking on the back. But I do love this. That could be redware, I'm not sure. All right, so this is what the definitely taking all of this cart looks like. Oh, also baseball gloves came out, softball gloves. I'm gonna text Roger and see if he wants them. I might just get them for him. $2.99. This is a Nike glove. There it is there. Extreme Flex, just Flex, and Flex Web. So we're gonna take that. This one looks a little rough, but it's $3. So I think I'm just gonna pick this up for him. Made in Korea. That's an old one. All right, so I'm gonna see if my girlfriend Lindsay wants one of the Ninja Turtles. There is something else sticking out down here. It's a little leather pouch, just large enough to carry like a little bit of money in a credit card. I do like this though, $1.99, crossbody. We're gonna grab that. I know, this is the worst video ever. What can I tell you? I lost this Jeep out of the bag of Thomas the Train pieces. All right, so I think we're fairly organized now. Up. All right, I still have to look up this glass that's coming this way. Are you guys dizzy? Am I killing it? All right, so all the Ninja Turtles are going to go over to my girlfriend. She is here shopping too. Her cart kind of looks similar. And yeah, that is what it's looking like. All right, we have 1 or 2 more aisles to go down, and I'm sure in the meantime, more new carts are going to come out. All right, hit that like and subscribe button, if for nothing else, just for my effort today. Okay, so it turns out that this glass bud vase, we're going to call it, is currently on Amazon as far as I can tell. There it is there, glass bud vase for decor. So I'm definitely going to put this one back on the shelf. So this is one of the items that came out on a new cart. It is a beer tankard, and it kind of has like, I don't know what's going on. We have Vikings, and we have a Skull Mountain, and then we've got this magical wizard guy with flying pterodactyls, and yeah, all the things. All the magic things, $10. Now I think in the booth this might do well, but here's the thing, there's no branding on it, so I'm pretty sure somebody painted this. It was like a hobbyist piece. They did a great job, and I could be wrong about that. Could be sold on Amazon or something. Do I think this would sell in the booth? Yes, but at $10 I would have to get 30 to 35, and I don't think somebody's gonna spend that kind of money on this. So for that reason, it's here at Route 30 if anybody wants it. I know we did the Christmas aisle, but I wanted to show this to you guys. This is a carousel. I did plug it in to see that it works. Goodwill wants $8 for it. Adorable. The only thing is that I would be selling this in the booth, and the booth doesn't have a place for people to test things, I think, on the 3rd floor. You have to go all the way downstairs. So I'm going to wind up leaving it. If it was a better brand name like Noma or something like that, I would go ahead and take it, but it is adorable. But we got all of this going on. So vintage ornaments. I found 3 bags. This bag has a few broken pieces in it, but the majority of them look to be vintage and in fairly good shape. This is the worst out of the 3 bags, so this is bag number 1. But I can see there are a few good pieces, and each bag is $3. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. This is something else altogether. Here is bag number 2. Look at that vintage goodness. And the paint on them is not in bad shape. A lot of times you find these and they're so faded and so chipped. So we have that bag. And then this is bag number 3. So when I find ornaments like this, it's always a yes for me. They are beautiful. And here's the story for you. So my daughter Lisa and her husband sold their house that they had renovated and bought a new house. And it's out of state, and Roger and I are going to visit. We're going to be bringing you guys there in October, and we are going down for a grand opening of a big Goodwill. So it's going to be a crazy good time that weekend. And Lisa was cleaning out a shed on her property the other day and came across, are you ready for this? A vintage silver tinsel Christmas tree. And she said, hey, I have this Christmas tree. Do you want it? Do I want it? Of course I do. And it even had its box. So You never know, we might just have a vintage Christmas tree in the booth. I'm going to decorate with these, so that will be great fun. On that same new card, some vintage stockings came out. Velvet stockings, and look at the work on these. Are those not spectacular? This is just all sequiny goodness. So definitely taking those, again, $3 each. The last thing that I'm going to show you, because I have to get out of here and go get some lunch, I haven't eaten yet, Tory Burch tennis racket cover. Really nice. When I saw this on the shelf, but there were a lot of babies on the aisle, a lot of little children. I didn't want to film them. $4.99. So that is a great deal. Here is the Tory Burch logo, so you guys would know it. And I will try to include a comp for this. All right. Once again, I apologize for the crazy day. The store was really, really crowded and a lot of carts of stuff coming out. As you can tell, I filled a cart and should do quite well with all of this. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, go out and get what's yours. In this part of the video, we're going to do another episode of High Profit Thrift Finds. This is where I show you guys what items have brought when they sold through. Now, of course, this is not all of my sales. I like to give a little bit of a mix of what items are selling for what prices. I think it's super important, especially for us YouTubers who are also resellers, to report back to you guys when we're showing these things in videos of what kind of prices are realized in the real world. It's great to show, comps that this could bring this, but when an item sells through, I think it's really important to show you guys what kind of money can be made with these items. All right, it's a real mix. Let's get started. The first item that we're going to look at, Ralph Lauren, a pair of boots, suede boots. These were not a quick seller. I've had these for a while, but they did bring $55. Next up, I just picked up this painting. You guys saw me find this. I fell in love with this. I found this while yard selling on Memorial Day weekend, and nope, not Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend. It brought $80. Next up is the glass Alfredo Baruffi sun catcher, $100. Here we have a miniature painting. Are you guys tired of me talking about miniature paintings and my love for them? This is one of the reasons I love these so much. $90.02, and this was only approximately 4 by 6 inches. Next up, I didn't know what this was when I picked it up. This is called a pap feeder, and it was meant to make almost like a soft gruel for people that were invalid, that were being nursed back to health, or for babies, and it brought $45. Here is a beautiful Afghan. I don't pick up a lot of crocheted and knitted Afghans, but when they're especially good, very talented artists made this one, $40. Clothing. I still do sell clothing. I have really pressed into hard goods. I'm enjoying selling hard goods. And after 13 years of reselling, it's important to pick up items that you're excited to list. These are a pair of men's Lululemon pants, $55. And I believe in that same order, this jacket sold. This was a woman's zip-up hoodie, $55. Here are some of the nesting dolls I recently picked up. I think I picked up, I'm going to say 8 of them. You can go back and watch that video. $65 for the Russian Soviet leader Boris Yeltsin nesting doll set. Here is a mug, had no marking. I recognize it as artist made. This is an accomplished artist making something like this. I called it 3-foot pottery, $44 for the one mug. Now that's a single mug that's worth picking up. Here is a bird made by Eldrith Pottery. So lovely, $64.99. Next up, I don't pick up a lot of metal, but when I see like a Spanish revival wrought iron design, always yes, $59.99 for the 2 candelabras. Here is one of the Wustorf knives that I picked up in Goodwill. I picked up, I think, about 6 or 8 knives, and so far most of them have sold through. I made over $200 with that grouping of knives. Here is a Ralph Lauren coat. This was a down coat, and it sold for $79.50. Again, I had this one for a while. A coin buckle belt, beautiful. I think I got this at Bolt's auction. I picked up a lot of belts. There were some Harley Davidson and some beautiful handmade. This one was handcrafted in the Smoky Mountains, and it brought $44. All right, Boll and Branch. I love and get excited for finding this brand. I believe these 2 pillow shams were pre-owned. Look at the price realized on this, $64.50. And it's not hard to ship. Here is the Doncaster sweater. I recognized as high quality right away. Beautiful sweater. This sold for $84. I picked this up in Goodwill. Here are a pair of boots. I can't tell you how long these have been in inventory. I pick up a lot of boots and shoes, not as much lately, but these are Sorel. I think it said Sorel, $59.50. They are men's cold weather boots. Here's the salt bin or canister, I guess we'll call it, that I picked up while yard selling on Labor Day. I got this for $10 from an antique dealer, sold fairly quickly for $80. And the last item, the Birkenstocks that I picked up in Goodwill probably over a month ago now, and I wasn't even sure if they were genuine, but the more I researched them and investigated, they are definitely genuine. $90 they brought. All right, guys, so that is another episode of High Profit Thrift Finds. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and for putting up with me in this video. Love you guys. Go out and get what's yours.